everyone, it's Colleen, your historical homemaker, and I'm sitting here today with Tammy Legg-Keeler. She's a certified wedding and event coordinator and front desk coordinator and reservation specialist here at the Wayside Inn in Middletown, Virginia. And we're just going to talk to her briefly about the history of the Wayside Inn. So tell us all the goodies about the Wayside Inn.
The Wayside Inn, the room we're sitting in now, was built in 1742. It started out as a stagecoach stop and way station. And then the well and the bar was about the same era, about 1740s. And the people in town, would bring their buckets and come and get the water out of the well and take them back home because it was the only well in town. And then in 1797, the front, if you look at the front of the building, everything brick was built in 1797.
Wow.
And Jubal Early stayed here. Forgot to mention George Washington stayed in the loft above this when he was about 16, 17 years old, when he was surveying with Lord Fairfax. The wings and the third floor were built in 1908, and the inn was changed to Wayside Inn by Maggie Rhodes. She and her husband bought the inn, and her husband was extremely lazy from what I understand, and she had to contract help to help her. So, and then in the late 1980s, we had a fire and we lost our kitchen. So Mr. Leo Bernstein built on a commercial kitchen. And then I guess it comes to modern day, and we've had a couple owners do a little bit of upgrading, but not much, until the John Hoteling and his group HGH bought it. They've done some landscaping, some painting and things like that. So we have a lot in store we want to keep doing to upgrade it and bring it up to speed.
So we're sitting in the oldest part. So this little room, this started the whole, and then the Wayside Inn was built over around it and on top of it. And
this was the kitchen, and a slave boy would run up on the hill and see a stagecoach coming, and he'd run back and tell them, and they'd have a meal prepared by the time the person got here.
Wow.
So, yeah, I guess they kept stuff boiling all day long and everything. And above this was a loft with like straw mats and like old blankets, and they would let people climb up and get in there and take a nap or go to
Now,
bed.
do you have you have a guest book or something from way back with George Washington?
No, we don't.
Or somebody from.
We had one that has Mrs. Franklin Roosevelt in it.
Oh.
We don't have it at this moment.
Yeah. So she stayed here too.
She did.
That is really fascinating.
She did, yeah. The Firestones stayed here. Ford stayed here. The road in front of the inn is the first macadamized road in America, which means, I'm sure everybody knows what that means, but the first kind of like an asphalt, the first asphalt in America. So they came here to check all that out, and they stayed at the inn. So we've had a lot of really important people and like entertainers and everything stay here. We used to have a grand piano in the ballroom. Shania Twain played music on that.
Really?
I wish I saw the piano. I just never saw her do it. Yeah,
wow.
I did too. Yeah. Yep.
That is so neat.
It is. Tom Cruise has stayed here
What?
when he was with Nicole Kidman.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and see who else has stayed here. The 90210 group, those people, Ian, a bunch of those stayed here.
Ian Zierling.
Yeah, that's
Ian
his name.
Zierling.
That's
Yes.
his name.
I'm a 90210.
Yeah, you're. Let's see. Dan Aykroyd stayed here with Donna
Dixon.
Donna Dixon. Yeah, they're local anyway.
Yeah.
Her dad lives here, so her brother lives here, not her dad. Her brother lives here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool
That
place.
is so fascinating.
A couple years ago, Katie Kirk stopped by and had lunch here, and that was really cool.
Wow.
She was in the tavern. So
Did you get a chance to?
I was too busy. I didn't even know she was here till she left. That's usually my life story.
Yeah.
I usually stay at the front desk and keep things going up there, so I don't usually get to see who's here or music or anything.
Wow. So Tammy, how long have you been here working?
Over 7 years.
You've worn several hats, but how many?
Over 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So Tammy is basically the face of the Wayside Inn and wears many hats here. And if you ever come to Middletown, Virginia, you'll see her friendly face. Make sure to stop by the Wayside Inn, have a delicious meal, stay over in one of the, what are the most haunted rooms?
7 and 14.
7 and 14. If you you know, if you
You
like.
dare.
Yeah, if you dare. And just enjoy the ambiance of this wonderful old place. All right, thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.